Hello friends, good evening. We were discussing the questions of moment distribution method. Most of the questions we have completed. Now we are discussing the questions with inclined lag members, right? So let us see the question with inclined lag members. So now we can calculate this is delta. I told you, if this is delta, let us suppose this angle is theta, so this will be theta, this is delta, this will be delta cos theta, where cos theta is 4 by 5, so this will be 4 by 5 delta, this will also be 4 5, means the joint, this horizontal movement of joint B and C will be same, right? Okay, now and this will be delta sine theta, and sine theta will be 3 by 5, so this is 3 by 5, right? Now we can see like this lag will go like this is going like this is going like this is going like this is delta, this is going like this is delta, 4 by 5 delta, right? So we can calculate, this is clock rotation, end moment will be anti-clock, these are anti-clock, so end moment will be clock, these are clock, end moment will be anti-clock, right? So we will write down the sway moments, right? We will write the sway moments ratio. So ratio is MAB, AB, BC, AB and BA, BC, CB, CD, DC. So their ratio are like this, 1 by this. Now multiply some value, so we will get this. Now we need not to multiply some other factor because these are already given, minus 16, 15, 15. So take these and distribute. In the similar manner we distribute and we find these results. These are incorrected sway moments. What is the requirement? We have to multiply the S dash in S upon S dash. S already known, we have to calculate S dash. S dash will be calculated HA plus HD equal to S dash. But how can to HA? In order to find HA, you have to write these end moments. This is minus anti-clock, this is minus anti-clock, this is plus means clock, this is plus clock, minus anti-clock, this is minus anti-clock. Now you will write similarly, you will find this, right? So using the equilibrium of, you will write summation MB equal to 0, you can find HA, but we need RA. So in order to find RA, we will write this equilibrium summation MC equal to 0, and from here we can find RB equal to RA, hence we can find HA, and from this figure we can find HD. So HA, this is HA, this is HD, so S dash will be HA plus HD. So S upon S dash will be this correction factor. Now we have to multiply this correction factor in these moments. So the corrected sway moment will be like this, and the final end moment will be corrected sway moment plus non sway, which we have already calculated. These are the final end moments. And now we can draw BMD. BMD will be like this. This will be my anti-clock means minus, this will be clock means plus, this will be clock means plus, anti-clock means minus, and this is minus anti-clock, and this is clock plus, right? We can draw BMD. Okay, and deflected shape will be like this. This the same will be the deflected shape, right? Now there is very rare possibility of asking that question, but this question may be asked because it is however inclined lag question, but in this question there is no loading in span, hence this 100, when we will do non-sway analysis, means we will apply R from here, so the complete 100 load will be taken this horizontal member, since though these two reactions will be 0, means R equal to 100 means S equal to 100, so the half portion is disappeared. Now we will do sway analysis. In order to do sway analysis, right, it will go like this, and it will go in 90 degree. This is 90 degree and this is 90 degree. So let us suppose this is delta. So this will be one delta cos delta sine like that, and this will be right. So we will proceed from this. Now we will again calculate these end moments. So the end moments will be like this, as in the same earlier case. This will be like this is like this, and this is clock, so they will be anti-clock. This is anti-clock, these will clock. This is clock, these will anti-clock, and value will be 6ci delta. For this it is 4/5 delta, it is 3/5 delta, it is 5/4. See, it is single delta, right? So the ratio will be -1 -1 1 1 -1 -1, right? So now we can proceed the similar, right? We will multiply the value 10, right? On multiplying we will see that this is already balanced. -10 plus 10 0, plus 10 minus 10 0. So it is already balanced, hence these are the final moment but incorrected. Now using these we will calculate S dash. So using joint equilibrium like earlier case, we will calculate S dash, and S upon S dash will be the correction factor, multiply, these will be the final non-sway moment, and sway moments are 0, so these will be the final answer, right? So now we can draw minus means anti-clock, anti-clock means inner side means we float outside. So like that we can draw. Outer face is reference face. This is reference, this is reference, this is reference. This is minus. Minus means anti-clock, so it is inner. Minus means again anti-clock. This is plus. Plus means clock. This is minus. Minus means anti-clock. This is minus. Again minus, anti-clock, and again plus clock, right? 1 2 3 4 5. 1 2 3 1 2 3 4 5 6. These should be 6, right? So again the last one, last two are again minus. Minus means anti-clock, right? Like this. So we can say that this arrow is inside, so plot outside. This is plot. This is outside means plus, plot inside. So in this manner we can draw, right? This is the final. This question can be asked because this is easy one. Now next question. Next question is this. If this is frame, however, you can solve easily this type of questions now, but there is some different concept. What is the question? This is total loading. It will sway. So first of all we will strain it here. Now we will calculate end moment, we will distribute, we will calculate HA and HD. Now we will calculate this S, right? Once you will get S, remove the loading. Now give this displacement in this direction, it will sway like this. Assume all the members as fixed. Now calculate sway moment, distribute them, calculate S dash using HA and HD, and now you will take S upon S dash is correction factor and multiply with the incorrect non-sway moment. You will get corrected non-sway moment, and you have already calculated the corrected sway moment, non-sway moments, right? Now multiply them, answer. But what is the easy approach to solve this question? The easy approach is that these two crows are just like that, right? So this is fixed, this is fixed, this is fixed, these end moments. Now while doing the non-sway analysis, we can say that it is like a symmetrical case, just like that. Means if it is like it will bend like this, and like this. So both are same. So while doing non-sway analysis, you can do the analysis of half. Otherwise you will have to do the analysis of complete BA, BC, CB, CD, right? So you can see that it is look like symmetrical. So you can analyze the half. So stiffness will be for joint B to A, B to C. This will be 4EI by L, and it will be 2EI by L. For this will be C to B, 2EI by L, C to D, 4EI by L. Distribution factor are 0.5, 0.5. So you can analyze the just half portion. Means this is 0, this is 0, minus 1.67, this plus 1.7 we will not take. So this is balance is 1 plus 1.67, half this side half this side, is half will proceed here. So these are the final end moments, right? These are final non-sway moments. Now using this we can calculate the other moment values also. For example, this is clock plus, this is plus clock minus anti-clock. Now this is anti, this is clock, this is anti, this is anti-clock, this will be clock, and this is clock, this will be anti-clock. This value will be, this is what, plus means clock, this will be like this, anti-clock, right? This is clock, this will be anti-clock. Now using this, now approach is just similar. Using this you will calculate HA from this figure, HC or HD from this figure. Now you will see HA plus HD equal to this horizontal equal to S dash, this R. HA plus HD equal to R. So this value will be this, R will be 0.61, so S will be 0.61. Now further we will proceed, right? So S we have calculated. Now we will calculate sway moment, right? The non-sway analysis. Now this is now sway analysis. So assuming all the end joint are fixed and push the frame in this direction, you will notice it will go like this, and this beam will as a whole go in this direction, this will like this. So it is clock, so anti, it is anti, this will clock 6ci delta divided 6ci 6ci. So all the ratio will be 1. Let us take minus 10 minus 10. So you will see that minus 10 10 0 10 10 this. Now we will do the distribution, right? Now frame, it cannot be taken as symmetrical because this is the sway analysis. This is not symmetrical. That was the special case where the frame was looking symmetrical, right? So this is not symmetrical. So we will use the general stiffness factor like this, 4ei by L, 4ei by L, 4ei by L, 4ei, this 1 by 3, 2 by 3. Now we will distribute moment and will finally calculate the value minus this plus this. Now using this we will calculate HA and HD. Now this is minus 7 anti-clock, this is minus anti-clock, this is plus clock, and this is anti minus anti. Now we will HA and we will calculate HA and HD. On the basis of HA and HD we will calculate S dash. HA plus HD barabar S dash. S dash is correction factor S upon S dash. Corrected sway moment will be correction factor into incorrected sway moment. Incorrected sway moment are this. So final, these are the corrected sway moment. Now we will add the non-sway moment in this, and final answer will be this. So diagram will be this, right? This will be the final diagram. This will be deflective shaft. If you have got any problem, you can call me, right? I think there is no problem. I am making you understand so speedily because this is too easy. I have already discussed all the concept. Now this is the actually extra work which I am solving maximum question, right? So it is not necessary, but I have solved. So I have just make revising. Okay, next question. Okay, moment distribution is over, right? Now we will start slope deflection method. Second method is slope deflection method. Look, what is the method? We will see the joint displacement. While doing these methods, we see the joint displacement means at a joint we have at most in 2-dimensional loading 3 displacement. For example, this is beam. It can go down, it can go in this direction, or it can rotate, means this is theta, means delta x, delta y and theta. Generally frames are treated as axially rigid, means delta x will be 0, hence only delta y and theta will present. Delta y and theta will present, right? So 2 displacement will be there. Now what is the meaning of slope deflection method? Actually what is our aim? This will be the same beam like this. Our aim is a beam. We have to draw BMB. we have to draw BMD. Now how will we draw BMD? We say that we will break it into simply supported and end moments. Let us suppose this is A, this is B, this is MAB and this is MBA. If one person come and give me these MA and MB, and I will be in position to draw BMD. So friends, what is our aim? Our aim is to calculate these end moments. These are the final end moments. In moment distribution, what we had adopted, we adopted that first of all we calculated the fictitious end moment, assuming both end fixed, and thereafter we make correction, and finally we find these MAB and MBA. This method, what does this method say? This method say that we will give you directly the value of MAB and MBA. For example, this beam may bend like this, right? This is joint B. At this joint B, how much displacement can be there? It cannot go in this direction, it cannot go in this direction, it can only rotate, so only theta B is present. Similarly, this is C, only theta C is present, right? Now I say that if I treat both the joint as fixed, because these are partially fixed, if I take them fixed, so I can calculate fixed end moment. This is B and this is C, right? This is B, this is C, so we can calculate M bar BC and M bar CB. Remember, clockwise moment are taken positive and anti-clockwise are taken negative. Whatever will be the value, so one value is this, but this is not correct value because this is not fixed. It is rotating. Fixed means here theta B should be 0, but there is some theta B present. Now we will think that if here theta B is present, means this is theta B, far end, let us assume far end fixed. So if theta B is present, means how much moment will be present here, because due to this moment only this theta B can be there. Understand? Due to this moment this theta B can be there. So we want to see how much moment is present. So we will see like this. This is M moment. Due to M moment, how much theta will be present? Theta will be ML upon 4 EI. I am saying that if theta is already present, means how much moment will be applied. So I will say that M will be equal to 4 EI theta divided by L. Means in the same direction as in direction is theta. So I will say that 4 EI theta B divided by L should be applied, right? Then only this theta B will present. So once you will apply this 4 EI theta B divided by L, half will be transferred here as you have assumed it fixed. So it will be 2 EI theta B divided by L. But far end is not fixed, this end is not fixed, but you have assumed this fixed. So correction is required. What is the correction? What is this? Here, look, this value is 4 EI divided by 4 EI theta B divided by L. If this is fixed, but this is not fixed, it is hinge, and actually it is not hinge, it is partially fixed, means its effect we will take here also. There is theta, here also there is theta, this. So assume now far end fixed, now here also there is theta C. So I will say that since it is theta C, how much moment I have applied? So it is 4 EI theta C divided by L, and its half will transfer here in the same direction. So it will be 2 EI theta C divided by L. So I can say that, so the net moment, the net end moment will be fixed end moment plus effect of these rotation, and effect of these two rotation will present, because this is theta C and this is theta B and this is theta C. So we have taken the net effect of two rotations. This is value and this is value. Okay, this is value and this is value and this is value, right? Now you see that if, look, this was it is theta is anti-clock, so we will take minus, and anti-clockwise movement will also be taken as negative. Anti-clock theta will be taken as negative and anti-clock moment will be taken as positive. We are writing the general equation, mean it's in which theta will be clock. So I will say that beam should be like this. I want to write the equation like as it is there in book. Okay, otherwise this is also correct, means add the whole effect, answer will be there. MAB will be M bar, MBC will be M bar BC plus this plus this. If there is some effect of support settlement, if support B settles down, let us suppose support B settles down, so you will say that if support B settles down, this, right, this is delta. So delta, you will see that it is anti-clock, so these will be clock. It will be 6 EI delta divided by L square and 6 EI delta divided by L square, means the at most these four condition can be present. So the effect of these all should be added. We can say that final end moment MBC will be this plus this plus this plus this with sign, right? If I say like this, if this is like this, means this is clock, this is theta B and this is theta C, this is also clock. So if this is clock, I will say that this is in this direction, so moment will be applied in this. This will be 4 EI theta B divided by L. Similarly here it is like this and it is also clock, so it will be 4 EI theta C divided by L. Here will be 2 EI theta C divided by L. Add the whole effect, right, and one will be the effect of fixed end moment, this is M bar BC and M bar CB, and one will be the effect of delta. For example, support C settles down, support C settles down, so this is B, this is C, right, it is this, so this 6 EI delta divided by L square, 6 EI delta divided by L square, right, 6 EI delta divided by. However, these are not fixed, but the effect of fixity we have already taken in theta B and theta C, right? So now we can assume as fixed. Okay, so the final end moment equation will be add these four. Look, this is clock, clock is positive, this is clock, clock is positive, and this is anti-clock, this is negative. So you can write down the equation as MBC equal to M bar BC, whatever it is. If it is clock, it will be taken as plus, if it is anti-clock, taken as minus, plus 4 EI theta B divided by L plus 2 EI theta C divided by L and minus 6 EI delta divided by L square. This is when, this delta is when, if it is clock, if rotation is clock, then only this delta will be anti-clock and taken as negative. Means if due to support settlement, a support settles clockwise, this is clock, delta will be placed positive, and if it is anti-clock, this is anti-clock, it will be placed minus, right, it will be placed minus. So this is the slope deflection equation. MBC equal to M bar BC plus 2 EI divided by L 2 theta B plus theta C minus 3 delta divided by L. This is the slope deflection equation, right? Now a special case, which is the most important case, if far end is fixed, purely hinged, if far end is purely hinge, means and C is purely hinge, this is B, means this is the question, this is C and this is B. So you can say that like this, or you can say that we are trying to generate the equation like book, means clockwise, clockwise will be taken as positive, otherwise no need to take. You can directly write whatever is your value. You can like, if it is anti, well, negative, it is clock, you can take positive, right? So I want to try, I am trying to drive the general equation. So this is B, this is C, far end is hinge, this is theta B. So first of all you will calculate, you will assume this B and this is C. You will calculate M bar BC and M bar CB. But since it is purely hinge, you will make correction. What you will do, you will make it hinge and apply the half of this. This is M bar CB. So M bar CB in this direction, it is M bar BC and half of M bar CB, right? So net will be like this, M bar BC plus M bar CB divided by 2. So you need not to learn this. You say that M bar BC dash, we will calculate this dash. We will not work on these end moments, we will work on this final M bar BC dash, right? One value. Now one is this fixed end effect. Now we are saying that since this end is fixed, this since here there is some rotation theta, means how much moment will have been applied. Since far end is hinge, for example, if this is m moment, how much will be the value of theta? You will say theta equal to ml upon 3 ei, means m will be, how much m should be applied in order to generate this theta? 3 ei delta, 3 ei theta divided by l. So it will be 3 ei theta b divided by l, right? And no transfer here because it is hinge, and no effect of this because it is purely hinge. So this is the final answer. Now if support B settles down, support C settles down like this, so how will be value? This value will be 3 ei delta divided by l square instead of 6 ei. This is clock, this will be anti-clock. So the final M BC will be M bar BC dash plus this will be a clock 3 ei theta B divided by l. This value means this value, fixed end value, plus this 3 ei theta B divided by l, and this, and it is anti-clock, so take minus 3 ei delta divided by l square. So value will be M bar BC dash plus 3 ei divided by l theta B minus delta divided by l. This is the most important equation, which is called as modified equation, modified slope deflection equation. We will frequently use this equation. This makes the questions much easier. Means if there is a question of 2 pages, you can solve the question using in 3 or 4 lines, right? Using this equation, for example, right? Okay, let us see. This is the slope deflection equation, right? What are sign convention? If clockwise moment will be taken as positive, anti-clockwise taken as negative. Secondly, if theta b is positive, positive means it is clockwise. Now how will we write the sign of delta? If due to support settlement beam rotates clockwise, delta will be taken positive. For example, this is the question. This is the question. Support B settles down by 3 mm. So support B will settle down like this. So from A, B, C, from A to B, beam is rotating clock. So delta will be plus 3 mm, 3 into 10 to the power 3 meter. But from B to C or C to B, beam is rotating anti-clock. So delta will be minus 3 into 10 to the power 3 meter, right? This delta, one minus is here, but one more minus will be there. Okay, this is the thing. Now what I am to discuss now, this is the proof of slope deflection equation. Yes. Now, so what will be our aim for the given structure? Look, we always assume all the end moments clockwise. we assume all the end moments clockwise. If answer come negative, we can say that it is anti-clock, right? If answer is negative, it is anti-clock, otherwise it will be clocked, right? Okay. Now, for example, we have to solve this question we have to solve. I will say that this is A, this is B, this is C. First of all, I will write down this value. For example, this is 6 and this is 6. For example, this value is 10, this value is 10. Now, I can say that M bar AB will be minus 6 because anti-clock. M bar BA will be plus 6 because clock. M bar BC will be minus 10 anti-clock, and M bar CB will be plus 10 clock, right? Also, he is saying that support B settles down by 3 mm. This is 3 mm. 3 mm. Okay. Now we have to write slope deflection equation. First we will write MAB, means A to B. You will write M bar AB plus, since far end is fixed, okay, 2 EI divided by L, 2 theta A will be 0 plus theta B minus 3 delta. Delta will be positive or negative, since it is rotating clockwise, so it will be plus 3 into 10 to the power minus 3 divided by L. This is MAB. Similarly, I can write down MBA. MBA will be M bar BA, that is plus 6, 2 EI divided by L, 2 theta B plus theta A. Look, in order to write MAB means twice of theta A and single theta B, and MBA twice of theta B and single of theta A. And remember, for same member, this parameter and this parameter remains same. So we should directly write plus 3 into 10 to the power minus divided by. Now we will write BC, MBC. So for B to C, beam is rotating anti-clock, so delta will be minus. So MBC, M bar BC minus 10 plus 2 EI divided by L. For example, this L is different. 2 theta B plus theta C minus 3, delta is minus because it is giving anti-clock rotation, right? Okay. And now MCB is M bar CB, that is plus 10, 2 EI divided by L, 2 theta C plus theta B minus 3, 10 to the power minus delta divided by L, right? So these are final answer. In these answer, theta A is 0, theta C is 0. So remember, in slope deflection method, we see joint displacement. The joint displacements are the unknown. So this joint neither going up or down, neither rotating. So here no displacement, here no displacement. But this joint is going down. So one unknown is delta, but this is given. This is 3 mm given. So only this joint is rotating. So only one unknown is theta B. One unknown is theta B here. So we will final answer is MAB MBC, and we will draw now like this. MAB is we have assumed all edge clockwise, so this is MAB, this is MBA, this is MBC, this is MCB. If all are plus, all values are plus, then sign we will write in this manner. But if any of the value is negative, that sign will be means clock 2, it becomes anti-clock. But how can we find these values? This theta B is unknown. How to calculate theta B? So he asks you write joint equilibrium. Joint equilibrium. We will write joint equilibrium means equilibrium of this intermediate joint B. So what is its equilibrium? If I cut here, look, this is member, this is A, this is B, this is C, this is B, and this is C. If I cut this joint B here like this, right, in member moment is clock, so at joint it will be anti-clock. This is MBA, so it will be again MBA. Clock, anti-clock, then only it will nullify to each other, right? It is clock, in this member it is clock, so it will be anti-clock, MBC. So joint equilibrium will be net. See, anti-clock equal to clock, right? However, there will be some reaction and there some shear force will be there, but this is too close that these distance will be negligible, right? So their moment will be 0. So we will see only these two. So we will write the joint equilibrium of B. We will say these will always rotate in anti-clock direction. This is anti-clock, this is anti-clock. So we will write anti-clock equal to clock. Anti-clock is MBA plus MBC and clock is 0, right? So it will be written as joint equilibrium. We will always write joint equilibrium in this. For example, so our sign convention is in member we assume moment as clockwise, so at joint moment will be anti-clock. For example, there are 3 member. This is A, this is B, this is C, this is D. So we want to write the equilibrium of this joint B. So we will say 3 member MBA, MBC and MBD all will be anti-clock. So you will write MBA plus MBC plus MBD will be anti-clock and equal to clock. Clock is 0, no clock moment is applied here, right? But if this was the case, this was the question, write joint equilibrium of B. This is A, this is C. So you see MBA plus MBB, MBA plus MBC is anti-clock and equal to clock is 10. This is the joint equilibrium. But had it been opposite like this, so what you say, anti-clock equal to clock. So anti-clock are joint displacement. This is B, this is A, this is C. We always follow this sign convention. We will assume moment in members clock, so at joint they will be always anti-clock. So we need not to see anything. We will see anti-clock equal to clock and the values of anti-clock will be, if this is joint B, member is BA, BC, so MBA plus MBC. So it will be MBA plus MBC anti-clock, and this 10 is also anti-clock, so plus 10. So this is anti-clock and equal to clock is 0. So in this manner we can write down joint equilibrium, right? And joint equilibrium equation will be written for the intermediate joint, because that is only the imbalance joint, right? So this is, now if delta is also present, if delta is also present, how will we solve the question? For example, if there is no shear case, if there is no sway, then joint equilibrium is enough. But if frame sway, for example this is P load, this is L by 2, this is L by 2 and this. He asks, okay, it will sway in this direction and this is delta. This is delta. How many unknown are there? This is A, B, C and D. Look, A and A will not going anywhere. So 0 unknown, 0 unknown. Joint B is rotating. So one unknown is theta B and joint B is going in this direction. So one unknown is delta. Joint C is rotating. So one unknown is theta C and joint C is also going in that direction. So one more unknown, but these two delta are same. So finally 3 unknowns are there. Delta B, delta C, theta B, theta C and delta. Right? So how will we see? How will we calculate these unknowns? So we can directly see how many unknowns are there, right? So we will write joint equilibrium of B. MBA plus MBC बराबर 0 and second will be MCB plus MCD equal to 0. So two equation, two unknown, but third unknown how can we calculate? So he asks you to write down shear equation. Shear equation means it is the equilibrium equation in the direction of sway, means in this direction. For example, here sway is horizontal, so you will write shear equation summation fx equal to 0. Had sway been vertical, you would write summation fy equal to 0. In this case, what will be the sway equation? You will say, for example, let us suppose this is HA and this is HD, right? So shear equation will be P equal to HA plus HD. P is known, HA is not known, HD is not known, but HA and HG cannot be known. For example, I cut it here and write its equilibrium. This is HA and M, this is here moment is MAB, and I have assumed all the moment as clockwise, and here will be MBA. This will be MBA. I have also assumed it as clockwise. Here will be some shear force, some axial force, some axial force. This is point B. I will write summation MB equal to 0. You will see that, and also P is also there. Now we will, in slope deflection, we will analyze the entire equilibrium, right? So this is right. Now we will, you will write summation MB means clock equal to anti-clock. So clock is MBA plus MAB is clock, and plus HA into L equal to anti-clock is P into L by 2. From this we can calculate HA in terms of MA and MB, and MA and MB are already known, right? Or in terms of theta and delta, right? Okay. Similarly, from this we can calculate MB. This HD, this is HD. One will be like this. We have assumed all moment as clock, so MDC, and M, this is also clock, MCD, right? And let us suppose this is some horizontal and vertical force. This is C. Now I will see summation MC equal to 0. You will write about this point. You will say this is 0, this 0, and this 0. So clock MCD plus MDC and plus HD into LD equal to 0. So from here you can calculate HD, and HA and HD will be placed in this equation. This will be shear equation, right? This is the complete procedure of slope deflection method. Okay, so let us solve some questions using slope deflection equation. All the questions which we have solved using moment distribution method, we will solve these all questions using slope deflection method, right? So let us start from the first question which we had done. First question, this. First question we did this. This was the first question. Okay, so now I will do speedily, right? Because now it is too easy and so many questions we have already discussed, and I am also feeling some laziness. I am making these videos from 2 a.m. morning, and I took a break of 2 hours of sleeping, and continuously I am making these videos, so I am also feeling some laziness, right? No problem at all. I am trying to cover completely, right? I will cover complete definitely, right? Look, this is the question. Solve using moment distribution, slope deflection, right? So first aim is to calculate the end moments. These are end moments, these are end moments. We have calculated. So this is M bar AB. Anti-clock is negative, clock is positive. Anti-clock is negative, clock is positive. Now we will use slope deflection equation. See, we will write far end is fixed, means it is not hinge, means it is partially fixed, treated as fixed. So MAB will be M bar AB plus 2EI divided by L, 2 theta A plus theta B minus 3 delta divided by L. Since delta is 0, right? So I write the slope deflection equation, this MAB, M bar AB means minus 1, this is minus 100, and 2 EI divided by L, 2 theta A plus theta B, and delta is 0. So final, this is the equation, right? Similarly, I will write MBA. MBA will be M bar BA means this. You can see the formula from here. Where is the page on which I wrote? This is the formula, right? So from this formula you can see MBC equal to M bar BC plus 2 EI divided by L of BC, length of BC, EI of BC, into first will be twice 2 theta B, second will be single plus theta C minus 3 delta divided by. This is the general equation, right? So I think you need not to look again and again, you can directly write. See how. So MBA will be M bar BA, which is M bar BA is this, plus, right, plus 2 EI divided by L. I told you that for same span AB and BA, this value and delta value will remain same, only these two value are interchanged and this value changes. So MBA will be M bar BA 2 EI divided by L, 2 theta B plus theta A, right, minus delta divided by L, equal to this. Now similarly MBC will be M bar BC, MBC will be, this is M bar BC, MBC equal to M bar BC minus 30 plus far end is fixed 2 EI divided by L, 2 theta B plus theta C divided by minus 3 delta divided by L, right? So you will write minus this 2 EI divided by 2 theta B plus theta C, and delta is 0, this, and again from C to B only this 2 will here and this will, other remaining thing will same, right? And only this value will change, this value will change, and this 2 will come here and this will come, 1 will come here, and remaining this will same and this delta will same. Now we will write joint equilibrium, means we will write joint equilibrium of B. What is MBA plus MBC anti-clock equal to clock is 0. So we will see MBA plus MBC equal to 0, and from here we can see that theta B is this, theta B is minus 38.335 divided by EI, and minus means anti-clock, right? Now we can calculate MAB and MBA, MBC and MCB, and similarly we can draw BMD as we have drawn in moment distribution method, right? And we can also draw the deflected shape, because it is like this, 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 right? So deflected shape will be like you can draw easily, no problem at all. So this is the slope deflection method. Understand? You can solve the questions using slope deflection method, right? Let us take next question. See, have you cleared these all things? I think clear, because how you can give me response yes sir or no sir? So it will be assumed that it is clear. Okay, and if it is not clear, you can call me. Number is 8909449192, right? Okay, so one more thing which I want to tell you, the total number of displacement, how you will calculate if frame is not getting sway. If frame is not getting sway or beam is not getting sway, you can say that the total displacement will be like this. See, this is this. Here theta A will be 0, delta is also 0. Here B and here C. Here theta B will be there and here theta C will be there. So total unknown are 2, theta B and theta C, right? Okay, next, for example, this is okay. If this is the question, for example, this is A, B, C and D. You will say theta A is 0 and delta is also 0. But this is theta D is present. So one unknown is theta D, other is theta C, other is theta B. Theta will always present because these are not completely fixed, these are partially fixed. Rotation will be there, right? But if loading is in this direction, it will sway. So one more unknown, that will be delta. So total unknown will be theta B, theta C and delta and theta D. 4 unknown means we require 4 equations, then only we can solve this question. Okay, next question may be like this. This is hinge, this, right? Remember one thing, if I told you so far we have discussed only rigid jointed structure. If joint is rigid means on the both side of joint theta will remain same. This is rigid joint, it will be theta B and it will be theta B and only one theta will present. But if curvature is broken means beam is broken here, means internal hinge is present, means there will two theta. One, this is A, this is B, this is C. One will be theta BA and other will be theta BC, like this. Like this, one will be this theta BA and other will be theta BC. So total unknown are, and one will be this delta, because this, if we are assuming this as joint, so the sway of this joint, so unknown will be theta BA, theta BC and delta. If we are not assuming it as joint, so there will no delta present, right? Because sway means displacement are always taken of the joints, right? Those points which are considered as joint, of those points we take theta and delta. If any point is not joint, we will not take theta and delta. For example, this is the beam, it is also sway. Look, this is also sway, this is delta, but we are not considering it as joint, so we will not take as delta or this is theta. We are taking it as joint, so we will take only joint displacement. This joint has only theta, this joint has only theta, theta C, this is theta B, and but of this joint we are not taking this as joint. But if some person ask me to calculate this delta, then in order to calculate this delta, I will have to take this as joint. I will have to take this as joint, and then only in my question this delta can appear. Otherwise in my equation this delta cannot appear, because this theta and delta of joints are appeared, not of the entire beam or entire column. Understand? Okay, let us see. Don't fear from this thing which I said now. Okay, let us see the next question. So these were the total theta and delta, like, okay, now we solve all the questions which have solved using moment distribution method. You will observe that some of questions will be too easy, but some of questions will be too difficult. So there are some advantage and disadvantage of both the methods. I will later on discuss, because sometimes question is also asked in the examination. Look, this is the question. I want to solve this question using moment slope deflection. I have already discussed this question using moment distribution. So first aim will be same. I will make it as this, right? I will make, and it will separate this overhang portion. Its BMD I have known. So now beam is like this. How many unknown are there? Unknown is theta B and theta C, right? Two unknown means two equations are required. But if far end is hinge, this is purely hinge, in our question this theta C will not be present, and in our equation we will write modified equation. Look, this was modified equation. This was the modified equation. Where is this? I think modified equation. I do not know where have that page gone. This is the page. This was modified equation, means if far end is hinge, purely hinge, we will write this equation, this MBC, far end is purely hinge, we will write MBC, this is MBC equal to M bar dash BC plus 3EI divided by L into theta B. Note theta C. In our question only this theta B will present, this theta C will not present. Means one unknown is less. So we require only one equation, means joint equilibrium of B. Right? So we will solve all the question using that approach only. Right? See how. So this is the question. First work, assume these two end as fixed. This is the fix, right? Calculate fix end moment. Now modify this and find the corrected moment. This is the M bar dash BC and this is 0. This is M bar dash BC. I told you this na. This is M bar BC. This is M bar CB, and apply this, it will be M bar dash BC. This is M bar dash BC. So we have calculated this M bar dash BC. So our end moment are M bar AB, M bar BA, M bar BC, M bar CB. These are the end moments. Now I will write the slope deflection equation. See how I write. First, since far end is fixed, I will write MAB equal to M bar AB, means this is anti-clock, minus this plus 2EI divided by L, 2EI divided by L, 2 theta A plus theta B. Theta B is unknown, right? Theta B is, I will write here, M bar AB, MAB equal to M bar AB plus 2EI divided by L, 2 theta A plus theta B. Okay, this is the MAB, right? But theta A is 0, so only unknown is MB. Now I will write MBA. Far end is again fixed, so MBA will be M bar BA, means this is clock plus 2EI divided by L, 2 theta B plus theta A. This will be 0, right? And delta is again 0. Now I will write equation for this MBC. I know MCB is plus 40, or if this 40 was not present, MCB would be 0. Now MCB is plus 40. This is MCB is plus 40, right? MCB is plus 40. We need to calculate MBC, MBA, MAB. Corrected. What I have M bar AB and M bar BA, M bar CB, M bar BC, but I need MBC, MBA, MAB, right? So in order to calculate, I write slope deflection equation at joint B. Since far end is purely hinge, so I will write that MBC equal to M bar dash BC, means this minus 25, right? Minus 25, and then I will write MBC equal to M bar BC plus 3EI by L. In spite of 2EI by L, is with 3EI by L, and bracket theta B minus delta divided by L. Final. This is the final. And now I will say equilibrium equation MBA plus MBC equal to 0. Answer. Look here. These are the slope deflection equation, right? I will write here. This was the right beam. This was hinge. This was A. This was B, and this was C, right? And these are the end moments. Bar. What was M bar? This is M bar. This is anti-clock minus 106. Right. So bar. This is M bar AB. This is M bar BA, M bar BC, MCB, right? It is M bar CB or MCB, same. Now I will write slope deflection equation. Look, MAB, and this span is, let us suppose this is 8 meter 2I, 4 meter I, 8 meter 2I, 4 meter and I. I will write the equation. MAB equal to M bar AB, means minus 106 plus 2EI. 2EI is 2I divided by L, bracket 2 theta A, which is 0, plus far end theta b minus 3 delta divided by L. Delta is also 0 because in the question there is no sinking of supports, hence delta will be 0. If we ask support B sinks, support C sinks, we will say delta will present, otherwise delta will be 0. Okay, next will be MBA, right? This is MAB. Now we will write MBA, right? MBA will be M bar BA